Hello, I am Curt Claycomb, and this is On Location. What started small and has grown into a large community to make people more productive and active in their lives. That place is called Concordia Village. And welcome back to another episode of On Location. And today we're talking with Emily Kroner. And Emily, you are the Director of Stewardship here at Concordia Village. Please tell me, what is Director of Stewardship?
So that's a really great question, and one that I have gotten quite a bit. Director of Stewardship is similar to a Director of Advancement or a Director of Development at other locations. Stewardship really brings in the faith aspect of the role, my role here in the community. We are a Lutheran organization. We welcome people of all faiths to live with us, but we are Lutheran. So the first part of my job is to work with people with different financial options on their way into Concordia. And the other part of my job is to raise money for our Benevolent Care Fund, which is where the development and the fundraising comes into play.
Well, it takes a lot of proceeds to make this shop run.
It does.
In essence. And I laughingly refer to it as a shop, and it's more like a home.
It is. It is. This is our residents' home, and they're very happy here.
Okay.
So.
And tell us a little bit about Concordia Village. What is it and where it has come from in its early stages?
Yeah, so we are a continuing care community, which means that we offer independent living, assisted living, and skilled nursing for our residents. So once they're here, they never have to go anywhere else. You know, we take care of everything right here on campus. So we started out with 33 independent living apartments. In 2009, we completed our first expansion of 78 additional independent living and our assisted living. In 2012, we opened the care center, and just recently we opened more independent living apartments and our wellness center.
The care center, what is that exactly?
So the care center is what others might refer to as skilled nursing, or it's not a nursing home. We use what's called the household model, which means that there is a central living and dining area and 16 rooms on each household that surround that. So it's really a lot more of a homey feel. Our residents really have adapted well to it, and the family members actually really like that model as well, because it maintains the sense of a small family in a house instead of a more sterile, or what you typically think of when you think of that.
Is there more individuality here?
Oh, definitely. We're very in tune to person-centered care, which means that really the needs of each individual resident come first.
Of course, of course. And your residents age from 65 or?
Our minimum age is actually 62,
okay.
And we do have a 63-year-old with us, and then our oldest resident, I think, is about 102, so
wow.
A little bit of a span there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And actually, all your meals are prepared here.
They are.
In-house. Mm-hmm. And what can the average resident look for a meal?
Oh gosh, well, we have a 3-page menu for each meal. That stays the same, and then differing specials. So they could have anything from pulled pork to steak Diane or filet mignon or salmon. Really, whatever they want, they can pretty much have.
Almost be tempted to eat here and not at home.
Exactly.
So you've got a grand opening coming up on the 25th, and that's this coming Thursday, mm-hmm. as our program will spill off that way. But on the 25th, what's going on there?
Yeah, so we're really excited. As I mentioned before, we just opened up our newest expansion, which is an additional 67 independent living apartments in our wellness center, which includes the pool, an art studio, a clinic, and all sorts of other fun things. So the grand opening is really just a time to celebrate and to present Concordia to both our current residents and waitlist members and the general community as well.
You mentioned the pool, so is it like an Olympic-sized pool, or what are we looking at?
Well, I'm not sure the actual dimensions.
Okay.
It's not full size. It's not regulated size for like lap lanes or anything like that. But it is a warm saltwater pool,
nice.
Which is supposed to be better for the senior population. So we're really excited. Our company is actually based out of St. Louis, so we've got about 8 sister communities in the St. Louis area. And all of those communities have water volleyball, and they all love their pools, so we're really excited to have one.
And the people here are probably just overwhelmed to have such a facility.
They are, and it's beautiful. It really is.
Okay. Now, when the open house happens, what exactly is going on during it? You generally have a choir?
We do. Our Concordia Village Independent Living Residence Choir will be singing that day. We also invite several dignitaries from the city and around the state to take part in it. So it's really an exciting time for us.
And it will be.
Yeah.
It will be. This took about 2 years to complete. Is that
It
correct?
did. We broke ground in September of 2014. And it'll be officially finished on Thursday.
No, that's tremendous effort, tremendous. So then coming up in April, you have what is referred to as a cook-off.
Yes.
And being a cook-off, obviously you're going to have some celebrity chefs.
Yes.
But you'll also have some celebrity.
Yeah, so this is something that we're really excited about. The cook-off is called Master Chef Springfield, a cook-off for benevolent care. So benevolent care is a really important part of our Christian ministry at Concordia Village. It is the way that we continue to provide for our residents who have run out of financial resources. So, people are living much longer because of great medical care. And that medical care continues to get more expensive. So what we're seeing is a lot of seniors who have planned very carefully and through no fault of their own have run out of financial resources or simply can't meet the gap between the cost of health care and what they have. So benevolent care is a way to fill that gap for people. And we offer it to our residents that once they get to that point, we don't show them the door, ask them to leave or anything. They stay here with us, they stay at their home with their friends, and we just pay to take care of them.
Now, once again, this is an area that you're needing donations.
That's correct.
Right.
Yes, so this is our first large-scale fundraiser for the Benevolent Care Fund. So I'm hoping to raise both awareness and the financial aspect of it too. I'm hoping to raise funds for it.
And you have different levels of sponsorship.
We do.
Okay. So generally, if the public wants to get involved, which the Springfield public always wants to get involved, tell us what's the layout for that and how can they participate?
Yeah, so we have several different levels with some different perks at each one. We do have a $10,000 sponsorship, a $5,000 sponsorship, $3,000 sponsorship, a $1,000 sponsorship, and a $500 sponsorship. So far we've gotten really great response from area businesses and companies, and the Springfield community, as you mentioned, has been really gracious to us. So our sponsors are definitely helping to make the evening possible. We're also relying a lot on our celebrities to kind of get the word out there and, to help promote for us. So.
Okay, can you mention any?
I can. So our 3 chefs that are going to be competing are Stefan Perrin, who is our Director of Dining Services here at Concordia. Chef Mark Andrews, who is the Executive Chef at Illini Country Club, and Chef TJ Martin, who is the Executive Chef at Panther Creek Country Club. So we are so thrilled to have these three competing.
I would say so. The smell, I can almost smell them now cooking
Yes.
back there. And we're only 2.5 months away from this.
Yeah.
So people, can they call?
So if someone were to be interested in a sponsorship, they could call 217-993-7051, and we would be more than grateful for any level of support, because all of those dollars that are raised from the evening, I would like to go directly to the Benevolent Care Fund. So by getting the sponsorships, that's what will allow us to do that.
And is this the first time? You said it was the first time, so how much of a interest have you found so far?
So we've had a really great response from our residents as far as being interested in buying tickets. There are a rather limited number just because our dining rooms can only hold so many people. And I have had a really good response from the community so far too. So I haven't done a huge advertising push yet. That'll be coming in the coming months. You know, we'll get flyers around at area businesses and at our sponsors.
Now, for the people attending, they're going to be able to watch the cooks work.
That's correct. So the cook-off will be happening in our kitchen. We're going to live audio and video feed it out on big screens in the dining rooms. So attendees will get to enjoy a 5-course meal prepared by our chefs here at Concordia. And then there will be a silent auction and other things to do throughout the evening, all while watching the entertainment of our 3 celebrity chefs cook off.
And how long are you expecting this to last that evening?
Doors open at 4 and dinner will be served at 5. And I'm anticipating that it'll last until 7:30 or 8.
No, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Should be a really fun time.
I hope so.
I'm looking forward to it, as a matter of fact. But what do you think the residents like best about this?
About Concordia Village?
Yes.
So I would definitely say that the food is a huge draw here. You know, our dining rooms are always full. The lifestyle enrichment that goes on here is a huge plus as well. So we have lunch and dinner outs. We have bands come in. We had the Illinois Symphony Orchestra come in a couple weeks ago. Speakers from local universities and colleges. A couple staff members are starting up a book club to do with the residents. So if residents want to see it done, they can definitely make it happen here. There's always something to do. So it really is an opportunity for them to be either as hands-on and as active as they want, or if they would rather, you know, just attend the movies in the theater every night and just kind of keep it more low-key, that's okay too.
Right, and you also have a chapel.
We do. Our pastoral care is a really big part of who we are. We do have a full-time chaplain on campus, and he is great about getting out to visit our residents in their apartments. And yes, we hold a number of different faith services here on a weekly basis.
Now, it'll be probably 13 years before I can sign up. We'll definitely keep that interested.
Yeah.
Now, when you talked about also celebrity judges.
Yes, for the cook-off. So we have Reverend John Katowski, who is our president and CEO of Lutheran Senior Services, which is Concordia Village's parent company. Mm-hmm. So he will be on campus that day to judge. We are also going to have a resident raffle so that one of our residents will be at the judges' table. Our other judges include Dr. Jeffrey Bland and Mr. Chris Hankins, so we're really excited.
Goodness, you have quite a power-packed
We do.
presentation. Now, you were talking about maybe some other celebrities just as hosts.
Yes, we have Mr. Paul Palazzolo and Mr. Paul Wapple, who will be our MCs for the evening. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of star power in the house.
Exactly. The two Pauls.
Yes, the two Pauls.
What do you like best about working here?
Gosh, I would say definitely the opportunity to get to interact with our residents on a daily basis. You know, it's really exciting for me to be able to work with them on their way into Concordia. But once they're here, you know, and getting to know them a little better and getting to know their families and just getting able to, you know, being able to visit with them and to really learn their stories has really had a large impact on me.
Is there a future growth plan for Concordia Village?
So eventually we would like to add an assisted living memory care. I'm not sure what the timeline or anything on that would be.
Well, I'm not going to hold you anything. But that gives us a glimpse into the future.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, once again, people could call your number if they're interested.
Of course.
And that is what again?
It's 217-993-7051. Our website is www.lss, as in Lutheran Senior Services Living, living.org.
Yeah, well, that sounds about as long as mine.
You know, it happens.
Now, we've got a lot of terrific things coming up here at Concordia Village, and I'm very interested to see how these, well, first off, the grand opening ceremony. I attended the grand opening or the groundbreaking ceremony a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of dignitaries and people of faith here at the Concordia Village. And nothing is more pleasurable to see all those people together. That's a certainty. So you said something about a kind of like a wellness center or something like that. Now, is that exercising and that sort of thing?
We have 2 large workout rooms. We have a fitness instructor who leads classes 5 days a week. And then one of the rooms is equipped with all kinds of exercise bikes and treadmills and weight machines. So our residents, that's actually a really popular program. The fitness program is really popular here. So they're very involved in that, and there's always people in our gym. So.
What else, if I was to take a little tour here, what else are some of the eye-popping features of
the highlights?
The highlights.
So definitely our libraries here are really popular. We've got 4 on campus. So lots of books, lots of readers. Our theater is really a beautiful site on campus too. Our chapel is definitely a big draw for people too. We've got something going on there almost every day of the week between our Sunday services. Our chaplain offers Bible studies, and then, as I said, we have different faith services through the week as well. So.
Is that right? Well, you cover all the faiths, or just what particular faiths of the people that are living here?
Usually it's when residents come in and express an interest in a particular faith, or if they would like to see a service for a particular faith. At that point in time, we'll add one in and try to accommodate that as best we can.
Now, it's a Lutheran village.
It is.
But you're accepting all faiths, and that's
of course
really a Christian opportunity right there.
Yes, that is a part of our Christian mission as well. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Tell me a little bit about the apartment situation here at Concordia Village. What does it offer to the residents?
We have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments in our independent living areas. So really, from if you're wanting to kind of scale back and just to live a little more simply, that is definitely okay. But even our 1 bedroom apartments are really nice sized. The thing that a lot of people find too once they come to Concordia is that they're really not spending a lot of time in their apartments necessarily, because there's so much going on in the community. You know, our residents get really involved in our different activities and our lifestyle enrichment, and the common areas are always really popular. So
now, I noticed you had a piano
sitting
in the other room, and unfortunately I've been here on off times and nobody's been playing the piano, but when is the piano played?
So typically throughout the morning, residents will come down and practice, and then we usually have people playing during the dinner hours as entertainment. And then on Friday evenings, we have a social hour for our residents. We'll bring in piano players from the community, and they will entertain, and we offer wine and appetizers for our residents. So it's a really popular event each week.
Another party festival atmosphere.
Yes, yes.
So When you roll out throughout the year, do you have different events that come up throughout the year?
We do. So just this past weekend, we had a Valentine's Day dance. The Lutheran High School here in town came and volunteered and did that with our residents. So we do have kind of our signature events. We do a really big New Year's Eve party every year. Typically we'll do a Mardi Gras or you know, something similar to that in the spring to kind of get people through. And then through the summer we do barbecues on holidays and you know, try to keep people as active as possible.
And to try to make it as homey as possible.
Exactly, too. Exactly.
Okay. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And you guys have really done a lot for the community, and I think I could speak on behalf of a lot of people that say thank you to all your hard work and efforts.
Well, our staff is wonderful here. Most of them could tell you every resident's name in the entire place.
Yeah, I've noticed that with you even. People walking by, hi.
Yeah,
hi,
so
you
we're
know.
here every day. This is our residents' homes, and you know, we're lucky enough to be able to work here, and that is really reflected in the attitude of the staff. And that's kind of one of the intangible benefits of living here is having, you know, a staff that's really there to care about you and to really, you know, make sure that everything's going smoothly. So.
Well, and you know, as far as disaster preparedness goes, you have. I mean, we're kind of sitting here in the open. I don't know. Do you have basements on these buildings or places where your residents can go and be safe from a tornado or something like that?
Yeah, of course. So we don't have any basements, but we have a number of safe rooms throughout the community with outdoors. Well, of course they have doors, but without windows on them. We have the fire department out regularly, and we do a lot of drills and testing of our systems and just making sure everyone knows where they would need to go in the case that an emergency would happen.
Everything's top-notch and
Top
secured and
notch.
bolted down.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I thank you once again, Emily Kroner.
Yeah, thanks, Curt.
Thank you very much for joining us today, and hope you'll join us another time as things come up over here. We'll call you and come visit you once again.
That sounds good.
All right. So from On Location here at the Concordia Village, I'm Curt Claycomb. A big thanks to Emily and the staff and management of Concordia Village. It was certainly nice to visit with them. And you could write us, if you have any comments, to Beatty Televisual, 1287 Wabash Avenue, Springfield, Illinois, 62704. And join us next week and every week for On Location.